Good luck, lads. Yeah, go on, do the stuff. Good luck. Yeah, and stick one in for me as well when you're down there, all right? Good man.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Glossop.
Who's this, then?
It's the operator speaking, sir. You were the gentleman who booked an alarm call for this afternoon, were you not?
No, I never booked no alarm call.
Pity.
Because you've got exactly 2 minutes to get out of that motor and put some soap on it.
Oh, Mr. Jones, it's you. You will have your little joke, eh?
Who's joking?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Jones, only I was just checking, like, you know, that everything inside is working.
The only thing not working round here, my son, is you. Now move it!
Oh,
Put our foot in it then, have we? Now, you see, that's what they call falling down on the job. Know what I mean?
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
I'm telling you, it's all in the letter. Read it yourself if you like.
Blimey, who's dead then?
Hey, we are, I reckon.
Whoa, what's up?
According to this letterbox it's just got from Australia, Mike's gone.
Gone?
Yeah. And for good this time, he reckons. He's just signed a fat contract with one of these Aussie clubs.
I still can't believe it. It'd just not be the same down at Dunmore without Mike, will it?
And still, on the other hand, I suppose it was only a matter of time, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? I mean, that somebody would snap him up.
Shame, though. I mean, especially after all he's done for us.
So where does that leave us then?
Good question. I wish I knew the answer.
Ah, I bet there's someone who does.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm busy.
It's about Mike.
What about Mac?
Just what we was going to say.
Is it right, then, Mr. Jones, that Mac's gone?
It is, yeah.
Well, there's no chance you might change your mind, though.
How do you mean, change my mind?
Well, I mean, if you two have had a row, I mean, you've had those before, haven't you?
No row, sweetheart. Me and Mac parted the best of mates. It's just that he decided he'd sooner live in sunny Aussie than he would in murky old England. So I let him go. With regret, I might add, but that's how it is.
So what's going to happen to Dunmore?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't worry your little heads about that. I think you'll find that, contrary to popular belief around here, there will prove to be life after Mac.
Yes, but, Mr. Jones, who are you going to get to replace it?
Yeah, who you gonna get?
Me, actually.
You?
And before you go and say anything any of you might regret, don't bother. Now go on, get out of here. Out!
Mr. Jones,
We're last name without.
Mr. Jones, I wonder if I might have a quick word.
Why not? Everybody else feels free to around here.
It's about this quite extraordinary story that's appeared in the paper this morning. It's about the club, is it? It says that Mac's gone and that you don't intend to replace him. Well, it even goes on to say that you intend to take over the managerial role yourself.
And you find that idea extraordinary, do you, Derek?
Well, I feel sure that you know what you're doing and what you're capable of. It's just...
It's just that you think I must be going out of my tiny mind, right?
Oh, good Lord, no. No, 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 no.
Well, before you go and send for the men in the white coats to fit me up with rubber walls, don't worry, Derek. I'm not stupid.
Ah, so there's no truth in this silly story, then?
Oh, yes, it's perfectly true. I'm taking over as general manager for a bit. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be down there in my little tracksuit taking training sessions all of a sudden. I'll get somebody in to take care of that side of things as soon as I find the right man for the job. Meanwhile, we'll just have to make do with the coaching staff we have got. If anybody should want me, I'll be watching this first-team friendly.
Right, Mr. Jones, right. Well, can I just say good luck?
Thanks a bunch, Jerry.
Mr. Jones?
Yep.
Ralph Wilson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I rang you about the job that was going.
Oh, that, yeah.
Well, you said calling it here.
Yeah, well, it's a bit inconvenient now, mate. I've got this match I must see. Look, I tell you what, I'll see you back here tonight, all right? Say 7-ish?
Fine.
Right, see you then.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Not going to the match, then?
I'm working, mate.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Is there anywhere around here where a man dying of thirst can get a nice cup of tea? Well, you could try the cafe on the corner.
Egon Road, now you recommended, is it?
I did hear he was never away from the place. Seems he has this thing for tea you can stand your spoon up in.
I can't wait. See ya.
See ya.
Right, sit down. Right. I realise you're all champing at the bit to be off to the game, but before you do go, there are just one or two things that I would like to say.
Here we go.
No. I realise that this is just a pre-season friendly, but what I do want you to remember is this. When you visit another club's ground, you are going there simply to witness a game of association football, not the action replay of the Christians versus the Lions. Secondly, you are going there merely as spectators, not as some advanced party of Genghis Khan's Mongol hordes. Now, I've no wish to make a speech.
Oh, that'll make a change.
Thank you very much. I've no wish to make a speech, but what I do want to impress upon you is this. When you go, you are not going as a Commodore Garden football fan. You are going as a fully accredited member of the Dunmore Junior Supporters Club.
I thought you weren't going to make a speech.
And furthermore, not just the Dunmore Junior Supporters Club, but the official Dunmore Junior Supporters Club. Now, I want...
Come on then, you lot. Don't stand around gabbing. The bus is here.
Great. Now, remember what I've said. I want you all to remember every word of it and behave yourselves. Just you remember that.
Blimey. I see it with my own two eyes and I still can't believe it.
Look, it's simple enough, isn't it? Saturdays is Rasputin's busiest day. So when he agreed to take me on full-time, it was on the understanding, but I'd be working Saturdays, wasn't it? Well, most Saturdays anyway.
Oh, well, we'll tell you all about it tonight, eh?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hey, Wurzel, you've missed a bit.
Yeah. Where?
There, look.
Where?
And there.
Where?
And there as well, stupid.
Oh, this! Yeah, well, it's about time you had a bit of a wash.
Yeah, it's just a bit of wet, that's all.
Hey, Box, I thought that was our minibus.
It is our minibus.
Oh.
Here, hang on a minute.
Talking to me? Well, it's not talking to the cat, is it? What's going on?
What are you talking about? What he's talking about is you lot taking over our minibus.
Your minibus, it's our minibus.
You can read, can't you?
Yeah, a lot better than you, I should think. What he means is there's a sign on the front there that says Dunmore Junior Supporters Club.
So, we are the Dunmore Junior Supporters Club. Well, so are we.
Yeah, but we happen to be the official Junior Supporters Club.
Yeah, but that still doesn't give you the right to nick our bus. Who's doing any nicking? This is our bus, I tell you.
All right, let's just cool it a bit, OK? I mean, obviously, there's been some sort of mix-up, am I right? So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll grab hold of the driver and let him say whose bus it is, all right?
You find the driver if you want, mate. We know whose bus it is, right?
Right!
Right. Well, obviously, they're not going to get far without a driver, are they?
I mean, where is the driver, then?
Well, yeah, listen, I could probably help you there, actually. On the other hand, are we quite sure you want to find him just yet?
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is, if we get the driver back here and he sees he's already got a full load, well, he's not going to want any aggro, is he?
Rosa's right. I mean, he's just going to settle for what he's got and leave us stuck here.
Right.
So what do we do, then?
So I say we kick him out of there, don't we?
Yeah, well, that'll be one way. I mean, if he was all as big and frightening as you are. On the other hand, though, there could just be another way.
Now what are they up to?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, there's no way they're getting us out of here, right?
Right!
So that's the plan, right?
Right.
Right, let's go. There's no cause for alarm. Just a quick word, that's all I want.
What about?
Well, like me mate here's just said, there's obviously been some sort of a misunderstanding, hasn't there?
So?
So, if you'd all just get out, we can get the driver around and let him decide. Right?
Wrong. Because we're not moving.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. And there was me thinking this whole thing could be settled peaceably, without anyone having to resort to, other measures.
You wouldn't dare
What?
squirt us with that thing.
Well, of course I wouldn't. On the other hand, though, very unpredictable things, these hoses.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've sometimes been known to go off when you least expect them to. Right?
Right.
I've got just the answer for you.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Oh, no!
We're moving!
I'm sure there must be worse ways of spending a Saturday afternoon than mucking out a minibus, but I must say I can't think of one off there.
No,
Yeah, it was a great idea of yours, was turning that hose on him.
Look, there was nothing wrong with that idea in principle. It just didn't work out in practice, right?
Oh, it worked out all right. It worked out too well.
Yeah, at least our Rasputin's roller did get hit.
Yeah, well, I reckon we're all dead lucky we didn't get it.
Yeah, I
Too
thought for a
right,
minute
mate.
it was going to throttle you on the spot, Wurzel.
Pity you didn't.
Look, if I remember rightly, you were all in favour of the idea at the time, right?
Yes, because we didn't actually think for a minute that you was going to do it, did
That's
we?
right.
I didn't, did I? I was on the blooming minibus at the time. See, what I want to know is who was the stupid nit who turned on the water anyway.
Hey, well, don't look at me.
Oh, me?
Not me, is it?
Well, what are you looking at us two for? It weren't us. Well, it wasn't me.
I'm not saying it was. On the other hand, though, there is one member of our little band of brothers who's been what you might call conspicuous by his absence.
Oh, I see your team doing very well today, eh, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, not bad. So, I'll see you Monday, right?
Right, Mr. Jones. Thanks a lot.
Don't thank me yet, mate. I have it on the very best authority I'm a right pig to work for.
I'll risk it.
Monday, then.
Right.
Right, where is he? No, there he is.
Hey! So it was you who did it then?
No, it wasn't. Get off
If
me.
it wasn't you, then why did you run away?
Who says I did?
I do. And me.
Right, come here.
Oi!
Get on.
All right, put him down. You don't know where he's been. Now get in here, all of you. I want a word. And you, Einstein.
Good result, eh, Mr. Jones?
Now, let's put it this way, shall we? If you were me, and you were the one who just had your brand new roller nearly run into by a van load of yobs, what would you do about it?
Well, at least it wasn't damaged, eh, Mr. Jones?
No thanks to you lot, it wasn't! So I'm asking you, what would you do about it?
You could always give us another chance.
I'm up to here, my son, with giving you lot another chance, so are there any other suggestions? No? Well, don't worry about it, 'cause I've got one. Come in.
You wanted a word, Mr. Jones?
Yes, Derek, I did. It's about the new arrangements for the Junior Supporters Club.
Eh? New arrangements?
After this afternoon's Keystone Cops caper outside the club.
Yes, well, I do have to say, Mr. Jones, it didn't come as any great shock to me. As far as I was concerned, it was only a matter of time before these yobbos came out in their true colours again.
All right! I'll do the talking! That's a fair enough point, I suppose, Derek. Although I do have to point out that these yobbos weren't the only yobbos involved. Your own little bunch of yobbos were giving just as good as they got when I arrived on the scene.
Right, thank you.
Right.
They were only defending themselves, Mr. Jones. Against a vicious and quite unprovoked attack.
Town minibus.
I wouldn't get out.
Well, they simply thought it was their minibus.
Well, they should have checked it first, shouldn't they?
There's no reason to turn a water cannon on them.
It was a hose pipe, that's all.
Yes, with which you succeeded in drenching the entire interior of that motor vehicle.
Derek, I'm not interested in past flaming history. What interests me is what we are going to do about it. And for starters, it's quite obvious to me there is no longer room inside this organisation for 2 junior supporters clubs.
Far be it from me to say I told you so, Mr. Jones.
But you told me so, right? So when you finish patting yourself on the back about it, let me tell you that as far as I'm concerned, from here on in, there will only be 1 junior supporters club.
Yeah, but whose? His or ours?
Mine, darling.
Yours?
Run by its members just as it has been in the past.
Really, Mr. Jones, I must
Wait
protest.
for it, Derek. Wait for it. Under Mr. Cassidy's direct supervision. Now, I know how you lot feel about that, but after this afternoon's little fiasco, that's the last straw. The last. So, it's quite obvious to me that if there is going to be a junior supporters club, there has to be some adult responsible for it. There it is. If you want a club, you can have a club, but on my terms. All right? I said, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Right. Well, that's all for now, thanks. Goodbye.
Yes.
Well, what can I say, Mr. Jones? Judgment worthy of the great Solomon himself.
Why, thank you, Derek. I'm so glad you think so.
Oh, I do, Mr. Jones, I do.
There's, just one further thing before you go running off with the wrong idea about all this.
Oh, yes?
Those kids might just be a bunch of local yobs to you, mate, but they happen to have done the club one or two good turns in the past in their own cack-handed little way. So, I wouldn't want anybody leaving this office thinking that just because I've put them in overall charge, they've got license to kill them off. Do I make myself clear, Derek?
I'm not sure that you do, actually, Mr. Jones.
Then, let me spell it out to you in words of one syllable. I don't want them picking on, putting on, or being driven away from the place, or generally getting the mucky end of the stick in favour of kids you happen to think have got bluer eyes than they have, all right?
I think you know you can rely on me, Mr. Jones.
I know exactly how much I can rely on you, Derek, which is what I am talking about. Message received and understood.
Yes, of course.
Oh, good.
Well, put the whole thing in, that's what I said.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, great, terrific. You reckon we should just walk away, do you, and let Cassidy have the whole lot to himself?
Yeah, it's love that, I can tell you.
Yeah, that's just what his open will do, isn't it? Which is where he's going to be disappointed, right?
Right. Yeah, but it's just not going to be the same, is it? Having over pure Cassidy with me.
Might as well be back in school.
Yeah.
Yes, whose fault is it, eh?
Yeah, right.
Look, I was just trying to help, wasn't I?
Help us, nearly flaming well drowned us.
All right, never mind about that now. Look, what we've just got to remember from now on is this. That whatever he just said to us in there, I mean, old Rasputin must be about as fond of Derek Cassidy as he is of Athlete's Foot, right?
Yeah, so?
So, we keep our heads down, don't we? Until Cassidy drops himself in it again. I mean, knowing old Oppenheim, he's bound to sooner or later, isn't he? And then, when he does, we find ourselves back in the driving seat, all right?
All right, you lot, pay attention. It's quite enough of that from you, Glossop, thank you.
It goes without saying that for starters, I will be commandeering your existing premises down at the club for the new clubhouse. So, I shall want to see all of you down there on Monday next, 7 o'clock sharp.
What for, then?
Oh, just to sort out one or two things. Like rules and regulations, the do's and the don'ts.
Particularly the don'ts. The sort of behaviour I'm prepared to put up with,
and the sort I am not. And not to mention, of course, your somewhat reduced role in the new setup.
That's all for now. Remember, 7 o'clock sharp.
Everywhere you go, everything you see, someone say you know it's a tragedy. Find another place, kid, you can't play here. Don't want any lips at her. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days.